So the chicken parmesan and Italian sausage has been in the oven in a Dutch oven. The oven in a Dutch oven, by the way, from lunch. And it's cooked at 325 for about 45 minutes. The chicken and the sausage are completely cooked through, so I'm going to get this out of the oven, and we'll see what it looks like. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some water in a pot. I'm going to make it 2 cups of water. I'm going to heat it up, and to that I'm going to add chicken broth. Well, powder to make chicken broth. What is this? Nor. I'm also going to add a little beef base. So I'm going to mix probably what would be 1 cup beef broth with 1 cup chicken broth. So I've got about 2 pats of butter, 2 cups of water, 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon, and about 1 teaspoon of beef bouillon. So chicken and beef, I like the mixture. I think it works really well. Ergo, cornstarch. There was also a movie, I want to say with Ben Affleck, based on a true story. This is 1 tablespoon. I'm going to do about half of it. Sprinkle it in there. Well, rats. Okay, that's a bit of a mess. Okay, now I'm going to need an immersion blender. That's immersion. It's either an immersion blender or it's a handheld blender. I add cornstarch in way too fast and it gets really clumpy. My bad. Voila. All right, so broken up the clumps from the cornstarch. First thing, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. How much? I don't have any idea. Just making it up as I go. A little salt, not much. A little pepper. This is sea salt from Kirkland. Which should be more than plenty. A couple turns. Pepper. Several turns. I like pepper. What can I tell you? I'm definitely happy with the idea of paprika. How much? A couple taps. Now, cumin. I tend to use cumin more for like chili, things like that. But I am going to add in a pinch. I hope that's a good idea. I really don't know. But cumin. Get that from a local grocer here. I don't know if they're local. I mean, they're local in Lafayette, but I don't know how big a chain it is. It's called Rouse's. As always, garlic powder. Don't forget, if you're watching this and you're following along, season to taste. Your taste, not mine. What do we got here? Cayenne. Red pepper. McCormick, and I think I got this at Costco, I believe. And do some basil. Not a lot. Probably a healthy pinch. Now, bring in the big guns. Italian seasoning. I use a lot of this. Probably should turn the heat off, but meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and whisk some of this. Keep it from burning. at a time. Also, rices. I'm about out, so I'm just going to finish onion powder. It's a fair amount. That may have been a little bit more than I wanted, but that's how I cook. I am going to take the immersion blender one more time to mix it a little bit. All right. Cento, Italian style tomatoes. These are whole peeled tomatoes. These are also using Italian tomatoes, even if they're not San Marzano. All right, putting all the tomatoes in here. Voila, along with all the tomato sauce, tomato juice, tomato paste, also Cento. I've always found getting tomato paste out of the can to be kind of a chore. Starts out easy enough. It gets progressively less easy as you go. Well, you should have a camera on the other side so you can see the struggle, because the struggle is real. Meanwhile, for a hint more heat, I'm going to do a little bit of crushed reds. Not a lot. Just a smattering. All right, now that I've got all those whole tomatoes in here, I've got to break them up. Hopefully without making too much of a mess. All right, so I am cooking up a half an onion, letting it get, I think the word is translucent. Now I'm adding in all that minced garlic. And I'll cook these two things together for a short time. All right, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to scoop it into what will be the sauce. I'm also going to add in just a hint, just a smidgen of minced garlic in a jar. All right. I'm going to take probably a tablespoon or so. Just add that in. Stir. I'm going to take the sauce that I've made so far. I'm going to pour it in the Dutch oven, which is eventually where the chicken's going to go. What I'm going to do is I've got roughly 1 pound of Italian sausage mild and 1 pound Italian sausage hot. And I'm going to cook them one at a time, I think, in the cast iron skillet. Then I'm going to add it to the sauce, because again, this is going to be very heavy on protein, lots of protein. All right, now it's time to get the sausage. This is the spicy. Out of the pot. Going to put it in the sauce. Man, this is hot. Initially, I had the idea of making chicken parmesan. But we decided we're going to be low carb, or low-ish carb, or as low carb as possible. So then I was just going to do chicken. I think people normally do chicken breasts when they do chicken parm. I'm using thighs, more flavor. Also, thighs are a little bit more forgiving in terms of how they cook. So they don't dry out as easily. At least that's what I have been told. So then I was thinking, well, okay, we're doing chicken parm. Sounds good. But we're trying to go low carb. So what else can I do to it? And I decided to make it almost like a pizza. So does Italian sausage go with chicken parm? Probably not. You're going to get that a lot with what I cook. Does it go with this? Probably not. Whatever that thing is. But I won't ever call my meal something unless that's exactly what it is. And in this case, this is not chicken parmesan. It is chicken parmesan inspired. All right, I'm now sticking in boneless, skinless chicken thighs. All right, so now cooking up the chicken thighs 3 at a time. I'm going to cut them into smaller pieces and add them to the chicken parm sauce. So there you have it. For now, this is the sauce with the chicken, the Italian sausage, tomatoes, garlic, onion. It's all going covered in a Dutch oven. Inside the oven at 325, at least a half hour. The chicken is cooked on the outside. It's been seared, but it's not been cooked all the way through. It is 3:34. We'll come back and check at 4:15. So the chicken parmesan and Italian sausage has been in the oven in a Dutch oven. The oven in a Dutch oven, by the way, from lunch. And it's cooked at 325 for about 45 minutes. The chicken and the sausage are completely cooked through, so I'm going to get this out of the oven, and we'll see what it looks like. I'm going to leave the oven going. You got this. So again, is it chicken parm? Probably not. But it's like if chicken parmesan and a meat lover's pizza made a baby, this might be what it would be like. But again, I can't say what I'm doing is low carb. What I'm saying is I'm trying to be as low in carbs as I know how to be. So there's no crust, no breading, no flour, no bread. It's just the protein with some San Marzano type tomatoes. They're Italian tomatoes. They're not San Marzano. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dish some of this out into a smaller pan, melt some mozzarella cheese on top, and be ready to eat. A lot of Italian sausage, a lot of chicken. Get another piece or two of chicken.
What you doing?
I have some, I don't know, however you pronounce it. It's Belligiorsio, fresh mozzarella. And so I'm putting just around on some of the chicken. So now we're going to put this back in. I'm going to let it cook for a little bit longer. And then I'm going to put it on broil to finally finish melting the cheese. And now I'm going to put it on broil high. Start to go ahead and let the cheese finish melting. And hopefully this will be good to go here shortly. So I just turned the broiler off. I think the cheese is about melty. What I didn't show you is I think the rack was a little bit low for the broiler. So I brought it up one level. It is on the third one down, I think. But it definitely appears ready to me. Cheese is melty. Food is hot. And this is enough for lunch for Renee and myself. The Renee and myself. And then we have the whole big rest of the pot, which we will either continue to eat over the course of the week, or I'll probably freeze some for future meals. All right. There's a pretty good chance this is going to work out to be way too soon. Let me see how hot it is. That's really, all joking aside, that's really good. Holy macaroni. All right. Little cheese, onions, garlic, chicken. The moment of truth. Not is it good or not, because it's great. Is it too hot? That's the moment of truth. Man, God, I hope this doesn't burn. Money shot. If you like the ingredients, actually, and I never say this, I really recommend that you give it a try.